Sri Ramakrishna had been talking happily with the devotees when Adhur introduced several of his personal friends to him. Adhur, introducing Bankim. Sir, he is a great scholar and has written many books. He has come here to see you. His name is Bankim Babu. Master, smiling. Bankim, well, what has made you bent? Footnote: Bankim. Literally, the word means bent or curved. Footnote ends. Bankim, smiling. Why, sir, boots are responsible for it. The kicks of our white masters have bent my body. Master. No, my dear sir. Sri Krishna was bent on account of his ecstatic love. His body was bent in 3 places, owing to his love for Radha. That is how some people explain Sri Krishna's form. Do you know why he has a deep blue complexion? And why he is of such small stature? Only 3.5 cubits measured by his own hand. God looks so, as long as he is seen from a distance. So the water of the ocean looks blue from afar. But if you go near the ocean and take the water in your hand, you will no longer find it blue. It will be very clear, transparent. So the sun appears small because it is very far away. If you go near it, you will no longer find it small. When one knows the true nature of God, he appears neither blue nor small. But that is a far-off vision. One does not see it except in Samadhi. As long as I and you exist, name and form will also exist. Everything is God's Leela, His sportive pleasure. As long as a man is conscious of I and you, he will experience the manifestations of God through diverse forms. Sri Krishna is the Purusha. Srimati is his Shakti, the primal power. Footnote: Srimati, Radhika, the divine consort of Krishna. Footnote ends. The two are Purusha and Prakriti. What is the meaning of the Jugal Murti? The conjoined images of Radha and Krishna? It is that Purusha and Prakriti are not different. There is no difference between them. Purusha cannot exist without Prakriti, and Prakriti cannot exist without Purusha. If you mention the one, the other is understood. It is like fire and its power to burn. One cannot think of fire without its power to burn. Again, one cannot think of fire's power to burn without fire. Therefore, in the conjoined images of Radha and Krishna, Krishna's eyes are fixed on Radha and Radha's on Krishna. Radha's complexion is golden, like lightning. So, Krishna wears yellow apparel. Krishna's complexion is blue, like a dark cloud. So Radha wears a blue dress. She has also decked herself with blue sapphires. Radha has tinkling anklets. So Krishna has them too. In other words, there is inner and outer harmony between Purusha and Prakriti. As Sri Ramakrishna finished these words, Bankim and his friends began to whisper in English.